Right, okay, welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, this is a video I wasn't expecting making tonight. I just finished editing my Chelsea vs Aston Villa match reaction video. That should be out now by the time you're watching this. And then I had about a 3-4 minute segment talking about Graham Potter and obviously saying that I don't think he's going to get sacked. And I said I feel like he's going to be in for the Liverpool game. Well, how that has changed. Obviously, I cut that bit out of the video and I said I'll do a full video on it now. And here we are. So if you haven't heard, Chelsea FC have sacked Graham Potter. It's all over. I think, sadly, it hasn't worked out. However, I do think this is better for all parties. This is the statement Chelsea released. Chelsea FC has announced that Graham Potter has departed the club. Graham has agreed to collaborate with the club to facilitate a smooth transition. In his time with the club, Graham has taken us to a quarter-final of the Champions League, where we will face Real Madrid. Chelsea would like to thank Graham for all his efforts and contribute and wish him well for the future. Bruno Salter will take charge of the team as interim head coach. CEO controlling owners Todd Bowley and Bedad Agbali said, "On behalf of everyone at the club, we want to thank Graham Potter sincerely for his contribution to Chelsea. We have the highest degree of respect for Graham as a coach and as a person. He has always conducted himself with professionalism and integrity, and we are all disappointed in this outcome. Along with our incredible fans, we will all be getting behind Bruno and the team as we focus on the rest of the season. We have 10 Premier League games remaining and the Champions League quarter-final ahead. We will put every effort and commitment into every one of those games so we can end the season on a high." So I do think this is probably the best news for every party. I feel like for Graham Potter, I feel like, he came in, from the start, he was sort of set up against him. He did his best, he tried, it didn't work out in the end. I'm a massive fan of Graham Potter, and I was happy to see him appointed. Shame it hasn't worked out, that's a real shame. Obviously, I've always been a massive fan of him, but, that is what it is. This happens in football at the end of the day. Sometimes, your first shot at the big pressure move doesn't always work out. I'm sure he'll bounce back, However, for us, I think probably also good news, the fan base just didn't want it anymore. And what can you do? When the fans are against you, the players are against you, there's just nothing you can do about it anymore. It doesn't matter how much you spent or anything. If once everyone's turned on you, it's tough luck. It has to happen. It's a real shame, as I said. Obviously, Bruno is in charge. You might remember him, Brighton captain for ages. So yeah, that's who he is if you don't know. He came with Graham Potter over. And as the statement said, we will all look to get behind him. He will be in charge of the Liverpool game, no way about it, he will be. And we'll all try to get behind him for that. It is a shame it never worked out, but that's how football goes. And so we had to get behind Bruno. Be interesting to see how he does. Obviously, he's only here for a short term as the interim head coach. On a full-time basis, I want Julian Nagelsmann. No one else. Not Pochettino, nobody else. I want Julian Nagelsmann. And there are rumours that he will be the favourite for the job. He is the one they're looking at. And that is completely right. He is the man for me. He's the man to take us forward. We appoint him. He knows how to do his players. He'll do it his way. But, the board have got to back him there. You've got to take him in. The board have got to back him. We've got to do it his way. And he will bring us to the top. He's a young, talented manager. And that's what I want. I think if we can get Julian in and we can back him in the window. Because trust me, this transfer window in the summer will be massive. It'll be massive. Loads of players need to go. We need to still strengthen a few positions. Striker, maybe goalkeeper, depending on what's going on there. But we need to back Nagelsmann. And, well, that's if we get him in. But if we do get him in, we need to back him. And I think we should be aiming for him. I just don't think there's anyone else out there who's really good. I say a lot of people will say Zidane, but not for me, no. He can't, well, not for me. He can't speak English. That's a big barrier. Luis Enrique, I don't think I'd take him over. For me, it'd be Nagelsmann, Enrique, Zidane. Obviously, the language barrier would be a problem, but I'd still put him over Pochettino. I just do not go for Pochettino. Whatever you do not go for Pochettino. I prioritise Nagelsmann. That's what I would do. But yeah, as I said, it's sad news about Potter. Shame it never worked out. Probably had to happen in the end. Well, almost definitely had to the end. I thank him. I wish him the best of luck because I am a massive fan of him. And we go from there. As I said, we need to look at Liverpool now. Bruno's in. We need to back him. And we look forward to Liverpool. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.